Hi, this is JP speaking. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, JP. Do you hear me? This is Fernando.
Great. Yes, I can hear you.
Cool. And Tomek should be here also. Not sure.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to get
Great.
some coffee and
Great.
I'll be back.
Okay, so here I am. Here everyone is. Hello everybody, 5 p.m. Welcome to Alby Community Call. Every second Thursday, this meetup of where our team, users and friends, and we have few demos today presented. There is Satsback schedule, there is Satoshi settlers, there is Flashnet with Polarity. And we have Alby team. Do we have any updates? What happened recently in the last 2 weeks at Alby? We have Bumi here, we have Roland, Fernando, and Jean-Paul from Online and Renner. And there is Grafton from Vexl. Hello, everybody. Bumi, what happened recently at Alby? Would you like to take a stage?
You're putting me on the stage here.
Yes.
Awesome.
Everybody. Exciting to have another round of community call. I'm joining from my coffee office today. So, where is it? In the city of Cologne. In the city of Cologne, Germany. So,
how is the development of Alby Hub and new products, whatever the name will be? Because people are waiting. Let's show them something to the ones who are watching us on YouTube and on Twitter.
that's, I think, actually the best person to answer that is probably Roland and René, but I think we're getting close to a first public release, I would say. So we're onboarding users step by step, identifying some of the still major issues, trying to optimize the user experience, right? Because it's Lightning is still hard, right? Still in 2024, Lightning is still hard to do. Channel management is still hard to do. A lot of things that are going on there, but I think we're getting close, and I think it's super exciting that that we have this new approach, right? That new approach on a Lightning wallet that focuses on NWC as an interface that you focus on integrating it and using it from a different application, whatever it is. So that's opening up a lot of possibilities. So it's not only like that you have this only app, this monolithic app that it's kind of you can only use there, but basically you bring it everywhere, and I think that works quite nicely. But yeah, I don't know. Roland, you wanna share something? I'm saying the 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and we're gonna be ready. One thing that we can mention maybe is that we've been actually in Warsaw during the halving. We were testing running the Alby Hub on a Raspberry Pi Zero kind of device, which is quite exciting. So you have a tiny hardware device where you can run it. The price of the hardware device is like below $20. Can be always on. You can have it running at home. I think that's pretty cool. We will share some guides on how to install it. It's basically just an image that you need to install. Would also love to hear feedback on that and what people think about that. But yeah, Roland, do you have anything that you want to share here? Or René?
Actually, maybe not quite yet. We're just redoing a large part of the onboarding to make it even easier for people to get started with their self-sovereign Alby wallet. So I think next week for sure we'll have a great improvement. Right now things are a bit ugly. We're moving a lot of things around
on that,
but it's definitely for the best.
About that. But yeah. Roland, do you have anything that you want to share here?
For next community call, I guess.
Do you want to share some screens, maybe, how it looks currently?
Tomek is good in putting things here, right?
Yes. Pulling hairs.
All right, no.
Show one screen.
One screen, just one. Just
Show
use
one
some
screen.
so we can
Two
have
screens maybe.
we can have short for TikTok. Roland, are you sharing Alby Hub?
Give me a second.
So for those who don't know, this is a free test of new product. It's slowly being released to beta testers. If you want to check it out yourself, direct message us. Try to solve the problem of self-custody on Lightning. So we want to bring something that will make yourself hold your keys on Lightning node, but also have it easy to manage liquidity, to run your node without actually maintaining the hardware. Okay, Roland, what do you have?
Yeah, so the awesome thing about this new Alby wallet, you hold your own keys, but everything with your Alby account, like the Alby API, any connected apps, or your Nostr wallet connections just work as they are before your Lightning address. You receive payments, but they come to your own node where you can control your keys. You no longer use the Alby shared node. So the difficulty is when you start, you need to migrate your funds from the shared node to your new node and open a channel. And users do have to learn a bit about liquidity, but it's actually quite fun when you, we're trying to make it fun. So you can, you have different ways to open channels. So you can open an on-chain channel if you deposit some sats first, or you can buy a Lightning channel from different LSPs. So I'll show one here. There's two different examples we're working with Olympus at the moment, which are quite interesting. So one is where you can actually buy incoming liquidity. So if you're a merchant or a podcaster and you want to receive a lot of payments, you can buy 1 million or more sats incoming liquidity to receive payments. So Olympus will actually open a channel to you, and all you need to do is pay the channel fee, and then you can start receiving sats as a merchant. So let's see if this works. First, you would get an invoice where you get the amount to pay. This would be the fee, and what you would receive is 1 million sats in incoming. So I'm going to try and pay this using the mute. So we're testing everything at the moment. Using Mutiny.net is a super easy way to open new channels. I think block times are 30 seconds or something like that, so it's super fast. Easy to do testing without spending real money. So I'll try and pay this invoice. It's taking a bit long.
Roland, I cannot see your screen. Are you sharing your screen right now correctly, or is it a problem of mine?
Okay. Yep.
It looks good on the stream.
Oh, I see. When someone talks, we can only see your name, but we cannot see your screen.
Yep. Unfortunately, it seems like it's not working today. Typical demo. I'll try an on-chain payment. Let's see. I have some on-chain savings balance here, so I can open a channel. I'll open 100,000 sat channel, or maybe 200,000, but more realistic with Mutiny.net. Cool. and if I go back, now I have another new channel here offline. So it takes a few on-chain confirmations if you do if you open a channel with on-chain funds. If you buy a channel with Lightning, then you'll get a zero confirmation channel, so you can use it instantly. But if you open your own channel, then you have full control of who you can open to it, anyone on the Lightning network. And you'll be able to, all the funds will initially be on your side. So it depends on your use case, kind of. But I can see if I can refresh. But yeah, it's still, as I said, it's definitely a work in progress at the moment. But basically, you can manage all these channels, kind of like you have to look after your node like it's like a Tamagotchi or whatever you call it, which is kind of cool actually. Maybe in the future we can also route transactions and you can earn from that. And the next thing, when you have some spending balance and receiving capacity, then on the wallet page you can connect using the Alby extension or just from getalby.com and send and receive sats. And we'll be working on other options here, so having an integrated wallet as well, and even possibly a mobile app in the future. So, and the mobile app could even be powered by Nostr Wallet Connect, because it would just be another NWC connection here. So, I think quite a few interesting possibilities. Yeah, definitely still quite early, but yeah, we're pretty excited. So I think in 2 weeks from now, things will be in much better shape. So yeah, definitely stop in next week and see our progress again.
Yeah. Awesome. I think that looks pretty cool already. One thing to add here, all of it is like we build on Lightning, so there will be channels. So let's not completely remove that and hide that, but basically just expose it and give the user the opportunity to do whatever they want, but guide us through the process of doing it and explaining it in user terms. I think that's the goal here, and I think that's already quite nicely to see. Thanks, Ola.
Yeah, I can hear you. How's it going? Yeah, good to see you.
Awesome. Hello.
Thanks for inviting me.
Hello.
Yeah, well, Satoshi Labs is kind of like our parent company. Stick and Slush, creators of like first hardware wallet with Trezor, and Satoshi Labs also kind of has Tropic Square and Bitly, and Vexl is like the newest thing. And Vexl is a nonprofit. We just aim to kind of create a tool that allows anyone to have the ability to peer-to-peer without any sort of KYC, just simple. It uses like a web of trust. So it's under like that Satoshi Labs kind of, they helped us get started, but we're carrying on. Yeah. Yeah. So does anyone know about Vexl in here, like just in the call? Has anyone ever used it? No. Perfect. Okay. Well, so Vexl is a little bit different than like a traditional peer-to-peer platform because we don't like have a wallet or we don't facilitate any sort of like holding of. We're not a third party that you have to trust. We are simply like a connecting app. So we don't touch Bitcoin. We don't touch fiat. What we do is we connect you with like your kind of web of trust, your social graph that you have, that you've spent your whole life kind of gaining. So that's like people that not Bitcoiners, right? This is like people that I actually trust. So my mom, my aunt, my uncle, my dog walker, the people, my best friends, like the people that I actually have like contact with on a daily or normal basis. And so you can leverage that to create a like ability to peer with these people based on their friends and friends of friends. And the app that we have is what allows you to do that. So like you use your phone number and that's encrypted, but it's done locally on your device. So your phone number is never shared with us or anyone else. No one gets some weird notification that like so-and-so joined Vexl. It just allows you to build out your web of trust. So if I have Tomek's number and Tomek has me and we trust each other and we know each other, then he's in my trusted contacts. But then he also has his contacts as well. And those are his friends, the people he trusts. So I can say, like, I'm going to peer with this guy, my mutual friend is Tomek. So let's both send Tomek a message. If Tomek says cool, then I'm ready to meet you. So it's face to face if you want to. If you have enough mutual friends, you can do it online. But again, that's not like as private as you want it to be, because like it still creates a digital trace. And I think it's better to meet people in person. Like community is everything. So. I can probably go into my I can probably join. Let me try. I mean, it's entirely up to you, right? So as I said, we don't like actually facilitate any of the trading. We don't touch anyone, and we don't have any knowledge of what's going on, right? Because it is a full peer-to-peer. All it is connect you. Once you connect to that person, you enter into an end-to-end encrypted chat, and you agree to the terms. You say, hey, at 4 o'clock, I'm going to meet you in front of the horse statue. I'm going to give you this much cash and you're going to give me this much Bitcoin. Do we agree? Cool. Let's do it. So if you remember local Bitcoins, it's very like kind of passing on, but it's a completely different reputation model because it's based on your web of people cheating. So but let me see if I can get into the chat here. Yeah, or I mean, you have direct friends as well. So I go to a lot of different places because I go to a lot of meetups and community like kind of events and conferences, and you meet a lot of people along the way. And some of these people I've gotten to know like for the last like 3 years, and the only time I see them is like some of my best friends, but I only see them at these kind of events, and then they invite me to like their country, and I get to come to local meetups and really get to experience how that's the biggest difference when you look at the media or anything else. That is none of that is noise. When you go to these community like events, you actually start seeing the people who are building, maybe just learned about and they're coming along, and they want to know about more about Bitcoin, and that's what Vexl aims is be able to answer that initial question, which is like okay, so I'm learning about Bitcoin. What's the best way to buy it? And our website is Vexl.it. It's like, all right, how do you get it? You Vexl. What does that mean? And peer-to-peer with no KYC. The way it like intended to be. So it really scales because it doesn't have to be just people who have Bitcoin, right? If Tomek and I know each other and we have that contact, but then I also have my dog walker who walks my dog, who's now asleep under the table here. I trust her, and she can be a mutual connection. She doesn't have to be a Bitcoiner. She doesn't have to be on Vexl, but she's a mutual person that I trust and knows someone that I'm dealing with. But it's done all completely like anonymous and discreetly. So you don't know who the counterparty is, only that you share common connections, if that makes sense. So I can show you what it looks like. So let me try to screen share with the room from my phone. This might work. This one. Let's see. No, it's not going to let me do it from this phone. But like what I can see is that in Czech Republic where I live, we launched in like 2022 at Chain Camp, which is like the also the largest non-English speaking Bitcoin conference in Europe. But like we launched there, and we really saw it take off in Czech Republic. People started really using it. Then like any tool that's created, other people start to see other farmers. So like farmers started selling eggs, like honey, and people started posting like jobs. You have this trusty people that you know, and you can finally get a guy for honey now, and he takes Bitcoin, and then you invite him to your meetup and this kind of stuff as well, and you really start to see these communities flourish, and I think that's what is really to be able to have a peer-to-peer network that you can buy and sell, Bitcoin without any questions or without anyone knowing. It's like if you go to marketplaces now, whether that's Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, I post something on Facebook Marketplace to sell like a couch, and like 3 of my friends will comment underneath it, like, oh, I know what happens on that couch or whatever. And that's like not private. It's like you're doing all this in the open. And sometimes you just want to be able to trade privately, but do it with the trusted network. And I think that that's like something that once we tap into and people start to kind of see how this is what really scales, is it's already here. When you want to buy something, you look for it in your community. And when you want to sell something, maybe you need cash in hand today to pay for, damage to your car or anything else. People need to do transactions. And right now, the current system is like, you can see that you need permission to participate in most exchanges or most ways to acquire Bitcoin. If you're trading on a peer-to-peer platform that has escrow or anything like that, then I'm sending a wire transfer in my bank account. My name appears in someone else's bank account. And even if that person's good today, if they do something bad in a week or 2 or anything else, then my bank accounts are frozen. And so I kind of don't think if we don't have something or an ability to transact with other people, then we don't have the ability to do anything. So that's what Vexl kind of aims to do, is create a tool that empowers the individual to have that freedom. So it works like word of mouth. If you want Vexl, any marketplace is empty when it starts. So like when you check out Vexl, create an offer. It doesn't matter what it's for. If you want to buy a little Bitcoin, if you want to sell a little Bitcoin, if you have an old PC that you want to get rid of, that's what it's for. And when you start to tell people, you start to see that it really starts to scale. I can get basically anything that I need for fruit and vegetable or Bitcoin in a matter of hours with cash or Bitcoin. So, yeah. But I'm happy to take any sort of anything.
I remember posting my offer when you told me the best way to start with Vexl is post an offer. And the next time we met at the second conference, my offer was still there. I guess it's good signaling, but I guess it's also difficult for such network to emerge. You need to go above some critical mass. Probably you do it in Czech Republic, but
in Czech Republic, the marketplace is huge. You can buy Bitcoin for cash in minutes, really. And there are people that are ethical Vexlocks, people who actually that's the way they earn a living in some places. And that's what it comes from. Is Vexl was used there in communism. There were Vexlocks that basically enabled people who didn't have permission to gain the ability to shop at stores that weren't allowed to unless they had vouchers from the government. And so you had these money changers on the street, and these people would sell you boni, which was like these vouchers for cash, and they would do the exchange. So you could go buy a pair of Levi blue jeans or something. So that's kind of what it comes from. But every like I said, every marketplace kind of starts. In Czech Republic, we have a lot of users, and now I think Germany is like really started to catch on with Vexl. And we're looking at Europe. We have BTC Prague this summer, which we're really excited about because it's an opportunity to really grow that community and show people that it's not all financial institutions. It's actually plebs, and peer-to-peer is the best way. And I don't know if anybody has ever done in this call a real peer-to-peer transaction, but it's still, for me, like there's something cool about it every time I do it. So like when if you check it out, you have to tell people, tell your friends. We're free and open source. Like, we are totally nonprofit. We will never monetize. It is a tool. You can check our GitHub out, check out how we do everything. We have no knowledge of it. We have no data on anyone or anything. Everything is done device, client side, and separated. So it's a really secure way to allow anyone with a smartphone to be able to do it. In iOS, like Apple, they called us inappropriate and then reckless. So they refer to us as reckless to be able to like meet people and their friends. So that's reckless. And so we're currently in test flight on iOS. So we do hope that we will get approved for the App Store because we are just a social network. And then we are on Google Play and everywhere but the United States. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to, but on the app it just says that it's not able to screen share with this device. Yeah, not sure why.
This could.
Yep.
I was wondering if there is a map or any other sort of application to see this directory of people, and how do you present it? The reason I ask is because I have a side project which is slowly building, which is a map of Bitcoiners here in my city that accepts Lightning Network. So I was really interested in see how do you present all these people that are using right now Bitcoin, and see if I can get some ideas to copy for my side project. Thank you.
Cool. So let me I can try from my other phone as well. But to answer your question, in Vexl, there is a map. And when you click on that map, you can open up and see where offers are. But you don't know who those people are. Everything is done anonymously. So you can see, it's not like these locations. You can set the location where the offer will appear. We do want to add like some new features down the road for like meetup calendar and things like this. But what the map does is it shows you where the offers are. So if you think about having a Bitcoin map in your city, this is something that helps to also support those community of Bitcoiners, the people who are coming to those meetups and doing these things. And these are locations that accept Bitcoin. So it's, next week we have a meetup in this place, or next week we have a meetup there. But they're also good places to meet on peer-to-peer trades as well. So I can see that, you look at how connecting people with Bitcoins is like, you're meeting people in public. So maybe you only have a couple friends or something like that. So you say, yeah, I want to meet you in a public place. And we do that in one of these places that's on your Bitcoin map. But as far as in our app, it's like you just set the location and little yellow dots appear that show you where the offers are in what city. But you do not know who those people are, only where the offers are appearing. Yeah. Let me try with this. Okay.
If you don't see the chat, I can ask the question from Fernando. How do you fund the development? Do you rely solely on well, that's probably
yeah.
noticed at the first.
So how do we fund the project? The project is funded now through a grant from OpenSats that we received, and then for purely donations. So we have the Vexl Foundation. So if you're interested in learning more and how to support it, please check out vexl.foundation. We are actively seeking more grants and more fundraising to kind of build out the more of the community element. We've just added the marketplace, and we're kind of trying to launch an education initiatives as well with the community to kind of build it out. But right now, it's funded purely from a grant from OpenSats and donations. We had an initial donation from Satoshi. Is there an API? There is not. Right now, it is, you can kind of think of it as a classifieds, a marketplace like this. So it's just you're posting a text offer of what's available, what you have. So if I have 100,000 sats, or if I'm selling 1 million sats, or however much Bitcoin, I post that, or I say that. If I'm selling eggs, that will appear in the product marketplace. But there's currently not a way to pull the offers out or link to any wallets, because this is purely connecting you with other people. It's purely peer-to-peer. So everything is decided by you, the individual. Oh. Okay, I think maybe.
Just one question. Yeah, I think some countries like that are moving away more from like using phone numbers and more using like different chat apps and stuff. Do you have any ideas there? I think especially in my case, like who I'm following on Nostr, for example, would be a good way to build a web of trust.
Sure.
Do you have any thoughts there?
Yeah, that's really we've absolutely thought about this and how does it scale. So right now, phone numbers are still the king of web of trust, right? Because everybody still has WhatsApp on your phone. Everyone's communicating with the people that they really, really know. As much as we are Bitcoiners, and I don't, for some reason we use Telegram. I have no idea why Telegram is the one that communities use. It's not private by default, and but these kind of platforms they don't have a real web of trust currently. Nostr is a really good kind of thing that we are looking at, and something we are seeking kind of to explore, because it is very interesting. But right now, Nostr doesn't really have a true solid web of trust, and that is, when you think of it as what that means, it's bigger than just the Bitcoiners. It's the people that you actually trust. It's your real world reputation. My online reputation can be, destroyed today and then reinvented tomorrow. I'm sure many of you have received a DM on Twitter from someone saying that that says, "How's your trading going?" And that's you see this all the time, and this isn't real. My real world reputation is what matters, because if I screw you over, you're going to tell the people that never to trust me and don't do with that person. And so we really protect that real world reputation. But Nostr is something that is interesting because, yes, I mean, we are going to pivot from phone numbers in the future at some point as a society. But right now, there's still nothing better to create that web of trust.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Well, I also tried what to do. Sorry,
question about the Nostr marketplace. I think you could ask it yourself. I'm not sure if I could elaborate. You can see there is a question from Fernando in the chat.
Yes. Could it use Nostr marketplace relays and thus not need a server, which could be censored or attacked? That's what something that I personally do not know. that it's something that that's what we would like to explore and try to figure out. Currently, the way that that Vexl kind of operates is that there are 4 different microservices, and that's what kind of builds out your Vexl. So your phone numbers are encrypted and the hashes are used to build your network, but then also each offer in the app is encrypted for each one of your contacts, like individually. So no 2 people see the same. Your profile is encrypted, and then also your chats are end-to-end encrypted. So like the current way it works is like that, even if the servers kind of come down, you basically, the next time you open Vexl, it rebuilds itself automatically, because you just you're just using everything client side. And even if the phone numbers, if you look at, okay, if somebody got a hold of the phone numbers and spent the time to decrypt the hashes, they would still just get a random list of phone numbers that are not connected with Bitcoin or anything, because my pizza delivery place is in there, my dog walker, every phone number in my phone is in there. And they're not valuable because they're not connected to anything. We have no data about what the phone numbers are or what they were doing. And so you can randomly generate phone numbers that are more valuable with computers than those phone numbers. So, yeah. But using Nostr Marketplace, that's what we would, that's an area where we would like to learn more about. So, and how it could be used.
Do you guys on either side see any possible integration between Vexl and Alby? I really wish we had this phone as screen sharing, because I was also trying this and then my phone cannot do screen sharing on a browser.
Yeah. I mean, Alby's community, right? I mean, this is a community call, and I mean, Alby is part of it is kind of building that through Nostr, and that's an area where I have a Nostr. I've tried to really get on there and learn and do things, but it is slow going. I'm a reply guy. I'm on there every day. I'm trying to learn more about it. But at the same time, I don't know how it could be direct, but I mean, community is everything to Vexl, and helping people learn about the tools that can empower them. And that was like having that conversation in Madeira with people about you get into a taxi in Madeira and the taxi driver was like, he would start saying Bitcoin because he's picked up so many Bitcoiners, and they're ours, but they have wallet of Satoshi and all this. And then I was learning about Primal and how Primal has a wallet built in where you can teach somebody about Bitcoin, and then they can have the tools to follow people on Nostr and keep learning more about Bitcoin. And I really like this aspect of using Nostr as not only is the power of what it is, but also to help build communities of people who can learn and not be, there's toxicity everywhere, but Twitter currently is every day I get on there, I want to look at it less, but Nostr really is my little, bubble of education and the people that I really want to listen to and follow and learn more from. So how can we work together? I'm very open to ideas and listening, and how we can help each other and how we can, reach people and help them learn about Bitcoin and have the tools to do it. Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
I can see from the other projects, Tomek has joined. I'm not sure if Tomek, can you speak? Are you on with us? No, probably other technical issues again. Well, I guess this was a good demo that we should stay with the previous tools for group calls. This video is a bit problematic with especially from mobile. Tomek, we cannot hear you. Oh yeah, he's messaging me. Yes, you can come to another community call, of course, man. You can come to any and listen, and maybe you could demo as well. I don't know where the guys from Satoshi Settlers and Polaris I guess they would also join another one. So this was very well dominated by Vexl and very good demo of Alby Hub. Since we cannot do any other demos today, I guess that's when we can close. We don't have to run for full 60 minutes. Or if there is any open mic, any questions, anyone wants to take a stage, let me check chats online. On YouTube, there is some audience, but no questions on the chat. Live doesn't work, and Twitter. Maybe there is something on Twitter. Okay, Tomek has left. No questions from Twitter. Okay, guys, this was Alby community call. Hope to see you, everyone, in 2 weeks and more of us. I wish we had Andrew this week. Somehow he didn't show. But yeah, every second Thursday, looks like we'll have even more updates because those from today will be scheduled and postponed for the next 2 weeks. So see you guys, everyone, in 2 weeks. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.